trans women are often excluded from womanhood, even by people within the queer community. Anti-trans rhetoric, especially about trans women, has become widespread, leading to bills trying to prevent people from transitioning. With all the negative things going on regarding transgender rights, I would like to spread some positivity regarding trans women. Happy Women's History Month! Let's talk about some trans women. Lily Elbe was born in 1882 and died in 1931. She was the first person to undergo sex reassignment surgery. She was also a painter. As a fellow artist, I find her work to be very pretty. I'll show it on screen. Lily Elbe studied art at the Royal Danish Academy. There she met her soon-to-be wife, Gerba... can't pronounce her last name. Gerba G. Lily was once asked to model for her girlfriend, wearing women's clothing. This prompted exploration of her gender identity. Lily underwent 5 surgeries, but died of complications from the 5th. Her story continued on after her death, though, being retold in the book titled The Danish Girl, which was later adapted into a feature film. Marsha Payette No Mind Johnson was a transgender activist born on August 24, 1945, and died July 6, 1992. Marsha described herself as a transvestite because the term transgender had not become commonly used. Shortly after she moved to New York with $15 and some clothes, she met Sylvia Rivera, another trans woman. Marsha taught Sylvia how to apply makeup and live on the streets. It was quite dangerous for trans people in New York City at the time because cross-dressing was illegal. Marsha experienced physical and sexual violence, even being shot once. She did fight back against the police, however, attending the Stonewall riot. She and Sylvia also created the Street Transvestite Activist Revolutionaries with the goal of housing transgender people. Unfortunately, Marsha's body was later found in the Hudson River. She was likely a victim of an attack, however, her death was ruled a suicide. Christine Jorgensen was born May 30, 1926, and died May 3, 1989. Christine served in the Army as a military cleric worker for a year. She later pursued a career in photography, and in her free time she would research surgeries and hormone treatments for transgender people. In 1950, she moved to Denmark to get these treatments. Despite her desire for her transition to remain private, she was posted in the press with the headline, "XGL becomes blonde beauty." As a result, when she returned to the US, her arrival had become a spectacle. She used her attention to help people understand herself and others. In her autobiography, she wrote, "The answer to the problem must not lie in sleeping pills and suicides that look like accidents, or in jail sentences, but rather in life and freedom to live it," referring to the depression she experienced being unable to live as her preferred gender. Unfortunately, despite the support she received, she was still discriminated against. She was unable to marry her husband due to same-sex marriage being illegal. Trans women have done a lot for gay and transgender rights. They're an important part of LGBTQ+ history that should not be ignored. Unfortunately, they are disproportionately affected by anti-trans rhetoric and violence. However, they continue to fight for our rights along with other queer people. Happy Women's History Month to all the women out there, including our fellow trans ladies.